The rivalry between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird was one of the key pillars that elevated professional basketball in the 1980s. More than just two brilliant athletes, they represented two giant franchises and two passionate fan bases. Each showdown had its share of drama, pride, and even off-court tension, turning Lakers versus Celtics into a legendary duel that forever shaped NBA culture. It all began in 1979, when Bird, Indiana State, and Magic, Michigan State, faced each other in what was, at the time, the most-watched college basketball final in history. Magic's victory planted the seed of a rivalry that soon carried over into the NBA. In the 1979-1980 season, both joined the professional league. Larry Bird was drafted by the Boston Celtics, while Magic Johnson joined the Los Angeles Lakers. Each one fit perfectly into his team's identity. The Boston Celtics were already a powerhouse, boasting more NBA titles than any other franchise at that point. Larry Bird embodied that culture, a player with quick reading of the game, excellent passing ability, and relentless decisiveness in critical moments. Bird played without flashiness, focusing on precise passes, intelligent positioning, and collective effort. Around him, names like Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish brought a tough, physical defensive style, forming a sturdy and respected Celtics team. On the other side were the Los Angeles Lakers, who embodied the Showtime brand of basketball, a fast-paced, up-tempo offense, and spectacular play. Magic Johnson, with his charisma and knack for dishing out dazzling assists, became the very personification of Hollywood's glamour. The team was also led by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest centers of all time, whose skyhook was nearly unstoppable. As the point guard, Magic took every opportunity to spark quick transition, delivering creative passes that won over countless new fans. While on the court, their approaches differed. The tactical, methodical basketball of Boston versus the offensive brilliance of Los Angeles. Off the court, the fan bases were no less fierce. For Boston fans, the Boston Garden was practically a sacred temple, known for its suffocating atmosphere, seats close to the court, and sweltering heat. Every home game was a psychological war against opponents. The green and white crowd would erupt at every Bird basket, hurling jeers and chants at visiting teams. In Los Angeles, the Forum in Inglewood had a very different vibe. Hollywood stars were often courtside, celebrating Magic's brilliant passes and the team's electric style, as the local supporters enjoyed a true spectacle of basketball and entertainment. This cultural contrast between the two cities further fueled the rivalry. Boston was more conservative, while Los Angeles was awash in Hollywood glamour. To Celtics fans, the Lakers' fast and flashy brand of basketball seemed frivolous. For Lakers fans, the Celtics' more physical, pragmatic style was ugly. Neither side hesitated to taunt the other in the press, in broadcast, and, of course, in the arena. Media outlets capitalized on this dichotomy, highlighting the clash and intensifying the debate. Bird was seen as the cerebral, anti-show player, while Magic was the beaming, charismatic point guard. Their rivalry took center stage in the NBA Finals of the 1980s. In 1984, after 7 intensely contested games, the Boston Celtics won the championship over the Los Angeles Lakers, rekindling memories of earlier matchups where Boston had also prevailed. Celtics fans celebrated wildly, taking shots at LA for yet another finals loss. For Bird, this title held special meaning. His rivalry with Magic stretched back to college. For Magic, the frustration was enormous, and Lakers fans felt their team was once again thwarted by the Celtics' dominance. Revenge came in 1985, when the Lakers beat the Celtics 4-2, finally snapping their losing streak in finals matchups with Boston. It was the first time Los Angeles had defeated Boston in a championship series, which had a massive impact on fan confidence. Showtime was in its prime, and Magic shed the label of choking against Boston's rugged style. This time, it was the Celtics who tasted defeat and saw their pride wounded. The series ignited debates about the differences in each superstar's playing style. Bird and Magic were different, but equally talented. Every win or loss echoed through newspapers, radio shows, and TV broadcasts that relished the drama and further fanned the flames of the rivalry. In 1987, the story continued. The Lakers and Celtics faced off in the finals once more. The Lakers won 4-2, with Magic delivering one of the most memorable moves of his career, the junior skyhook in Game 4. Surrounded by Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish, defensive pillars of the Celtics, Magic tossed a short hook shot that essentially sealed a pivotal victory. LA's fans went wild, while the Boston Garden fell silent. For Lakers fans, it was a testament to Magic's nerve and improvisation under pressure. For Celtics fans, it was a bitter reminder that the momentum had swung to their West Coast rival. All of this transformed Lakers versus Celtics into a can't-miss event. Even regular season meetings between the two teams took on a playoff atmosphere, as fans and media hyped up their storied rivalry. Every Bird jumper in Los Angeles was greeted by loud boos, and every Magic fast break in Boston was bombarded with insults and jeers. The rivalry also coincided with the NBA's need to revamp its image. Before Bird and Magic burst onto the scene, the league had been losing viewers, struggling with a poor reputation and internal issues. The rise of two legendary teams and their superstars captivated the nation, intensifying competition and attracting sponsors. TV networks, and fan popularity soared, paving the way for Michael Jordan and the global expansion of the NBA in the 1990s. Interestingly, while there was an intense antagonism between Boston and Los Angeles, Bird and Magic came to respect each other. They hardly engaged in personal attacks in public, though subtle jabs weren't unheard of. The ferocity mostly came from the stand. With each finals matchup, the perception grew that both players were pushing each other to new heights, carving out an enduring legacy. By the late 80s, their careers began to wind down due to injury and, in Magic's case, an HIV diagnosis in 1991. Still, the positive damage was done. Thanks to their rivalry, the NBA not only rebounded but also achieved unprecedented prominence. The legacy of that rivalry remains embedded in basketball's collective memory. The Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics still stand as the two most successful franchises in the NBA, and fans continue to debate who was superior during the 80s. To Celtics loyalists, Bird was the embodiment of smart, disciplined play, winning 3 titles 1981, 1984, 1986, and delivering countless clutch moments. For Lakers aficionados, Magic and crew were the creative juggernaut that ruled the era, making 5 finals appearances and winning 3 titles in that time frame, all while revolutionizing the sport with a glitzy offensive style. From a cultural standpoint, Bird and Magic arguably saved the NBA. They drew in major sponsors, boosted TV ratings, and laid the groundwork for future superstars, including Michael Jordan, to thrive on a global stage. Their rivalry wasn't just about trading basketball. It was a clash brimming with city pride, team history, and fanatical supporters. Every move took on added meaning given the weight of Lakers versus Celtics history. Though Larry Bird and Magic Johnson retired decades ago, this rivalry stands as a benchmark for excellence and intensity. Fans who witnessed their duels remember jam-packed arenas, breathtaking finals, and endless arguments about who was the best. For newer generations, these stories confirm how raw emotion and fan involvement can elevate a sport to new heights. The union of talent, charisma, contrasting style, and fervent fan base made the 80s an unforgettable era. Celtics and Lakers still epitomize basketball at its best, steeped in a rivalry that, in spirit, lives on. Thanks to Bird and Magic, and the fan mania around them, the NBA began its golden age, echoes of which still reverberate every time Boston and LA face off today.